If you have ADHD and you're really looking to improve on yourself, I'm going to cover 3 ways that you can begin to develop yourself, develop on yourself with ADHD. So, number one is to use your interest-based systems. So, with ADHD, we are driven towards things that are interests to us, that are really in our heart, that we're passionate about, we're interested in. We should focus on these things. If we don't use that, then we're not using the skill that we have as an advantage. We have the ability to hyper focus, hyper fixate. That means we can really dive deep on the things that we're interested in. And that's ultimately what gives us more drive. So we shouldn't try and do something that we're not really fully invested in. We should shoot, first of all, it comes down to making the decisions. So decide to do things that, whether it's career related, decide on the things that are really in your heart. And it also comes down to also getting a vision for each area of your life, because if you're not clear on specifically what you want in each area, there's going to be less interest there. But if you've got the things that you really want, you're going to have more interest for each. And then number 2 is to manage your focus. So again, every strength also is a weakness, right? So our ability to hyper focus, hyper fixate is useful, but it can also be harmful in the way that we can avoid things around that. So managing your focus is about managing also the things around that as well as that, and organizing it. So what I recommend for that is, number 1, having regular reflection where you look at each of the different components, different areas, whether that is of your life or whether it is of your work, business, whatever it is you're doing. So, for example, it could be health, relationships, family, finances. You should reflect on these things regular, and have them all in one place, all on one sheet, and then you can see all the parts and think about which ones you can do, which things you need to do for each of them. And you can do the same thing for like your business or work or whatever. You can look at marketing. There's different areas, right? So you've got to think about that. Now, what can really help with that as well is when it comes to the things that you don't have as much interest in, the things that you struggle to get yourself to do a little bit more. That's where it benefits getting either accountability or eat the frog first, we call it. That just means that like the thing that you're really avoiding, do it the first thing in the morning. Tackle it on the first of the day. And if you can get accountability, whether that is through like online, like through Flow Club, or you've got a close friend, family member, loved one that can help you, hold you accountable to it, get some accountability. And finally, the third way that you can really improve on yourself is to optimize your brain, right? And there's a couple of ways you can do that. First of all, lifestyle, right? Exercise, nutrition, all the things that help, sleep, stress reduction, mindfulness, the things that help your physical and mental. The things that help your physical also help your mental, right? But anything that helps your physical and mental, do those things. Another thing is to begin to develop your mindset. Start learning how to use your psychology. Start learning how to manage your emotions. Start learning how to interrupt your patterns and how to question, reflect, and dig deep on the things that you want, getting more clarity. So I apologize, the camera just cut off there, but the summary was, number 1, use your ability to hyperfixate. Use your ability to hyperfocus. Use it as a strength. Number 2 was to manage your focus. Look at all the different areas, get accountability where you need it, tackle the monster first, right? Eat the frog first. Number 3 was to take care of your mind and body, ultimately optimize your brain, develop your mindset, right? So there were the 3 steps that you can take, the 3 focuses to ultimately improve on yourself and become great and create the life that you want, regardless of your ADHD. Don't let your ADHD stop you. So I hope that helps you today. Follow for more if you find it valuable. And also another thing, if you've noticed the camera quality is a bit like there's a light shining, but that's in the process of fixing. So just bear with me on that. But stay tuned for more content. I want to help you to reach full potential.